Welcome to Bloxburg, a Roblox game you all have definitely heard about before. But if you haven't, well, you're about to. So, let's all start off with what is Bloxburg. Bloxburg is a roleplay game like Brookhaven, wherein all you do is take a shower, take a bath, adopt kids. It's basically the real life stuff. Let's just not get too much into it because it is boring, to be honest. It's not my style of game. But yet I bought it. I don't know why. So, when was Bloxburg released? Bloxburg was released on November 14th, 2014. So, what's so special about this game, you ask? Even I don't know, but we are about to find out. But how did this game start its development? Who is the owner of the game? I will tell you that soon. So, first, we all need to know the owner of the game. The owner of the game is Cooptus or Cooptus. Don't quote me on this because I don't know his spelling, but he's the owner of the game. Why did he create Bloxburg? He created Bloxburg as a fun way for people to enjoy and play. It started off simple, wherein players would work on building their homes, would work for money, and would spend it all on building their homes again. And soon players enjoyed this method of playing. But what happened? The game got too repetitive, like most other games. If you take Roblox's Bed Wars for example now, it's sitting at about 30 to 40,000 players on average. While before, in 2022, it was averaging at least 150,000 players concurrent most of the time. If we look at Bloxburg's statistics now, you will notice that there has been a steady decline in players. All the way from back in November 18, 2019, there used to be a lot of players back then. If we take 2020 also, there were kind of a lot. But soon, when Roblox dropped in popularity after coronavirus, also known as COVID-19, as many of you might know, most games had dropped in popularity too, because the main game Roblox had dropped in popularity. So, because of that, Bloxburg lost most of its player base, and so did many other games. Now, if you notice this chart right here, there has been pretty much between 50,000 to 100,000 average concurrent players most of the time, but hasn't dropped below 50,000 until around the start of 2024. If you take from February to March, around that time, there has been a steady decline. It keeps reducing below 30, 20,000, 10,000. But why is that? It's because all the old players have gotten tired of Bloxburg. They've already done most of the achievements in games. And now the only thing that's left to do is spend Robux. Why would you spend Robux on a game which already costed Robux to buy the game? It just doesn't make sense to me, and I'm pretty sure most of you also don't understand it. So, Bloxburg decided to fix this problem. Well, how did they fix it? They decided to go free. But before this, let me tell you a very important detail. As I told you, the owner of the game was Cooptus. So what he did was, he sold the game to a huge company, Coffee Stain. He sold Bloxburg to Coffee Stain for $100 million, which was a pretty good trade for him because he spent years developing his game. And according to me, I'm pretty sure Cooptus knew that his game would decline in popularity after 2022, after seeing the recent events of his statistics. So, he then sold his game and joined the Coffee Stain team as an employee. Now he works there and gives his ideas. So basically, to fix this steady decline in popularity, Bloxburg decided to go free on June 15th of 2024. This is around the time that you can see Bloxburg has reached hundreds of thousands of players, and on update days they're averaging around 200,000 players. But why? It's because these new players that have recently joined Bloxburg are awaiting to see what the new updates are. What are they gonna do? And everything. But while these new players are enjoying, the old players are sick and tired of Bloxburg. The people who have paid Robux are tired of Bloxburg. But why? It's because they have not received a good update in months. When was Bloxburg's last good update, you ask? It was between February to March. And why? It's because after that, Bloxburg went for summer vacation, the team went for summer vacation, and the old players have not received any good updates. Over 5 months ago, the Bloxburg development team announced a new map update, but never added it in game. Why? Even we don't know till this day. When they announced that Bloxburg would go free, they also announced that there would be a map update. This led the older players and the newer players to thinking that when Bloxburg goes free, they're gonna get a map update too. But Bloxburg didn't do that. They shocked the old players. On this update on June 15th, there was only one new thing added. There was new players to the game, guys. New players. And what else? The old players received special stuff as a thank you for buying Bloxburg for 25 Robux. They received a couch and a trophy as an early Bloxburger. But did this help them? No. The older players started to protest, saying that we need more than this, or we demand our 25 Robux back, which Bloxburg could not do because over hundreds of thousands of millions of players have bought Bloxburg. If they return 25 Robux per person, they'd have to return millions of Robux, and that's all out of their budget for the month. So what did they do? They decided not to address these claims. They left it under the bed. They just shoved it into one corner and continued working on their game. This caused all the old players to get angry at Bloxburg for not listening to their ideas. And also this too, critical low moods. I hate this. So basically, you have a risk of fainting and everything. They made the game too realistic now. It's too realistic. You play games. Look at this. You play games to escape real life. You play games to have fun. But if you add all these fainting things in game, what's the difference between game and your life? The only things that you don't have to study in a game. So it gets boring over time. Now that's one of the reasons Bloxburg has declined in popularity. At the time of recording, Bloxburg has around 10,000 players. This is one of Bloxburg's lowest concurrent players since it was released. After all this being said, Bloxburg still does not listen to their community no matter what. They only do what's good for them. And what is good for them? Getting more players. They think they're doing good, but by not listening to the community, they're actually losing players. It's getting boring over time. You guys have to understand that. Players need to enjoy. We need more things. Players are demanding different things, but Bloxburg keeps adding other things that are not required by us. And especially one of the main reasons also is when they banned all the hackers of the game in June of 2022. So what they did was, all the hackers were banned, and most of Bloxburg's players were hackers because it's so hard to level up in this game. If you play this game, you'll understand how hard it is to level up, how hard it is to get Bloxburg, how hard it is to gain money. So people decided to use hacks. But when this rebelled against them, they decided that we are not going to play Roblox Bloxburg anymore. We are not going to hack on Roblox Bloxburg anymore. And they decided to go to other games like Bed Wars, obviously, which then banned hacking. And then Roblox banned hacking in 2023 by associating with another company. I'm not sure of the name right now, but I will tell you guys later on in the video. So stay tuned. So after all this happened, Bloxburg has still not done anything. This has led to many of the players losing interest in the game and losing belief in the game. So now all we can do is pray for Bloxburg and hope it regains the popularity it once.